Making the top-down art for your game can be easy, with the right tools and approach. What you're seeing now was made in less than 30 minutes, using the free vector tool Inkscape and just two shapes, the rectangle and the circle. I didn't even use the pen tool. Consider it a sequel to my last video, where I made a side-scroller platformer using two shapes in Inkscape. Link in the description if you want to check it out. I wanted to show how flexible can be the method of limiting to using just two shapes to do everything, and how it can be adapted to any type of game pretty easily. So let's get into that. I don't want to waste your time. Let me start with the secret to make top-down graphics. It's simple. Think of two views, front and top. You first make the art as if it was fully frontal, like we did last video. I won't repeat the same things here, so link in the description. And then make the top view as a separate thing. Finally, you bring them together and that's it. You may need to squash a bit the top-down view, but otherwise that's all you have to do. Front view, just like we did last video, and then top view, which is usually simpler. Then bring together. Two tips for extra clarity. To separate better the front view and the top view, you will need to give it a slightly different shade. Use the L slider to increase the value, and that's usually enough. Now here's what you should do with cylindrical objects like the stem of the mushrooms. Round them up completely at the place where it intersects with another plane. This implies perspective, making it feel more connected and more solid. Regarding the characters, because top-down is not a realistic perspective projection, games often get away with using the exact same art that would fit a 2D side-scroller, which makes it easier for us to reuse our completely unique and original hero from last video, Samuel Allen the Bounty Hunter. He can move and jump around and fits perfectly with the art without any modifications. Samuel? Are you alright? I'm sure he has a breathing device inside his suit. I mean, he has to, right? Anyway, this view is always looking down at the floor. We can just have a flat green color or flat purple color. That's boring. So here are 3 tips for making great looking floor surfaces in top-down games, while staying inside of our style of two shapes. Number 1. Subtle gradients can help fill the emptiness and make the whole area more interesting. You can go from light to dark or perhaps shift the hue a little. It doesn't really matter as long as there is some color variation. Number 2. Transcolorations. Just add a few rectangles to imply some change in the surface of the area, like eroded grass or decolored areas. Circles may work as well. Number 3. Add some little objects repeating all over, like grass or stones or moss. This creates noise and fills the empty space. Just try your best to spread them randomly and don't overuse them. And here's some extra tip that's a bit of a continuation of the last one. When possible, make them leave the silhouette of the shape, or overlap with the colorations. This breaks the silhouette, making the whole shape more interesting to watch. But you know what else Samuel loves to do when traveling across the vast outer space? Wait, where is Samuel? Okay, I'm sure he's in the bathroom or something. Anyway, he likes to learn and master Inkscape illustration using my 13 full courses bundle, which have courses on character design, background design, game art and more. Now it also comes with a 30-day program, so you can finish all 70 hours of content in just 30 Earth days. Link in the description. There's one particular thing you may want to do that may require some special process. Let's say you want to make a nice lake area, so you draw it using rectangles. But here is where I sadly must tell you that I lied to you. This video uses actually 4 tools instead of 2, but they are completely optional. You see, this style very often goes for these rounded areas, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. If you want to achieve that, you'll need a couple of extra tools. First, Make sure all the rectangles have straight corners, then select them all and go to Path Union to join them in a single shape. To round off the corners, you will need to open the Path Effect dialog and add the Corners modifier. This lets you input a number here to modify all the corners at once, or you can use the little triangle controller to modify corners individually. Now you get that nice inside rounding that's very common in this style. You can also apply the same procedure to the colorations if you want. I've seen that done in games that use this style. The rest of the water surface is just the same, duplicating the shape, adding gradients and all the other stuff we did in the last video. But here's a fantastic detail that always looks great and takes a second to make. Create a shape with a darker color than the color of the water, right below an object, to imply that you can see a bit through the surface. If on top you add a gradient that goes towards transparency, you can get a really nice effect. And that's it. Every single asset you see in this demo was made using the techniques of the video. I added nothing that we did not use, or I just used the assets from the last video, except of course for the movement and the animations. We'll leave that for another video. But all of this is supposed to be nature. How about making a top-down dungeon or other man-made structures? How about making isometric drawings? Let me know in the comments what should I do next on your way to liking and subscribing. And don't forget to check out the bundle. Samuel loves it. He's been using that Inkscape knowledge to make fan art of Samus in his spare time. Don't tell them I say that. Speaking of Samuel, has anyone seen him? I'm starting to worry a bit for real.